Hi girls, so look, I gave you this one for homework exercise tonight. Apologies girls, I completely forgot I was going to make it during lunch today. Won't take long, so just getting around to it now, so apologies for the lateness of the video. So here was a question from your mock. These are just some easy enough ones, and I'd say some of you found it fine, but I'm just going to go through them anyway. So it says here, shown below is a 3D model of a soap dispenser, so we can see the soap dispenser here. Shown on the right is an enlarged view of the soap volume indicator located on the soap dispenser, okay, or on the side of the soap dispenser. Part A, the outline of the soap volume indicator is shown on the right, so A to B, we can see a rectangle here and we can see kind of the idea of it here. It tells us then, complete the drawing of the soap volume indicator by dividing the line AB into 6 equal parts. So the minute you hear something like that, you know you have to use the principle of division of a line. Then it says, colour or shade the completed soap volume indicator to show 400 ml of soap. And they give you kind of the indicators up here. So what I would do is, from here, I'm just going to do it from B. It doesn't matter if I do it from B or A. I'm going to go from B, do a line off at a random angle. Zoom in here now so you can see it a bit better. And I'm going to do 6 measurements of 10. Okay, so I'm going to go 10, now I have a very blunt pencil, you should be using a sharp pencil, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 6 tens, as you can see there. What do I do with the last one? I connect it up to the other end of the line AB. Then I have to do sliding set squares. Doesn't matter which set square I do it with. So I take the line, the last point to there, join it to A, and I do sliding set squares on all the others. Always show your work. Now I have quite a blunt pencil while I'm doing this. I'm using a HB pencil. Obviously, to be 100% accurate, you should be using a 2H or a 3H even. Okay, so there we go. I've now divided the line up. I would then use my T-square to put in the horizontal lines as we can see up here. So from that mark there, 100, 200, 300, 4, and 5. Okay, so like the one above it, 0 mil is at the bottom, so there's 0. Then we obviously have 100. You don't need to write this in, this is me just for demonstration. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, like at the top. Okay, so it tells us then part B, or next part of it, colour shade completed soap dispenser to show 400 ml. So like that is a piece of cake. So to show 400 ml, obviously I'm shading from there down. Like that is so easy. Okay, that's all they've asked you to do. Okay, now for the purpose of the video guys, I'm just going to rush this now. Okay, I'll probably spend a bit more time shading it in. But any form of colour up as far as the line, don't go beyond the line. Okay, there's my colouring. Now, that's the first part. On to question B. It says, shown below is the dispenser button with a push here icon, which you can see it there. Okay, now it's not in colour here guys. The incomplete drawing of the push here icon is also shown below. Complete the push here icon drawing by constructing a tangent from point P to the circle K. There's our circle K. There's our point P. How do we construct a tangent? We've done this before. Connect P to the centre. What do I have to do with that line? I need to bisect it. So, quite small now. Okay, I bisect it. Got the middle. And now, with my compass in the middle, pencil to the centre point of the circle, I'm going to swing a semicircle. Now you don't even need to do the full semicircle. It's me just showing you by demonstration. There's my semicircle. Really all I need to do is just swing the arc until it cuts the circle right there. And that point there is the point I connect to P. And there we go. And there's our tangent. Okay? So that's how you do that one guys. Now I'm going to move on to question C here. So this is an enlargement one. We've done these very briefly. The end view of the same soap dispenser is shown below. So when we look at the soap dispenser from the side, they're saying this is what it looks like. Draw a new dispenser button similar to the given button. Okay, so you can see this A and B, you've got a rectangle and this kind of like quadrilateral shape here. Draw a new dispenser button similar to the one to the given button with the length AB increased to AB1. So this distance, which was from A to B, is now the distance from A to B1. Okay, so easiest way for me to do, I'm just going to focus on the rectangle to start off with. Okay, so let's say, if I just use labels, you don't have to. A, B, point there, C, and D. I'm just going to focus on C and D first. So what is the relationship of the line from B to C? Well, clearly we can see it's a vertical line. So on my sheet, that's all I need to do, a vertical line. So I take my set square, T square, like that, and wherever B1 is, I now do a vertical line. Okay, somewhere along that vertical line is C. Okay, and bear with me now. I'm going to extend it right up. And what do I do? Well, from A to C, I hope they did it right here. There we go. Look, A is the only point that will stay consistent. I go through C lightly, and the new position of C, as it has scaled out, the new position of C is up here, which I'm now going to call C1. Okay, so that's the first part. Put it in the marker, stand out a bit more. So I've now got the edge from B to C, which is now called B1, C1. Now I want to find D. What's the relationship of the line from C to D? Well, it's a horizontal line, therefore from C1 to D1, that's also going to be horizontal. How do I find it? Exact same way. From A through D, and there we go. There is D1. Okay, and now D goes down to the ground, and there we go. So there is my first rectangle. I know I can heavy that in there. Okay, now what I need to find is this guy and this guy. I can actually heavy in from here down as far as here. Okay, now I need to find this guy. That point right there, let's call it E. Right there. Quite easy to find it because it's on that line going down from D, so it has to be on this line. So to find that, it's quite easy. Just extend it. And there we go. And there is, I'm going to call it E1. Now, let's say the last point we have here is point number, or point not number, letter F. Now, A to F is a vertical line, so the new position of A to F will also be vertical. Now, the easiest way to find this one is that the relationships of the lines stay the same. So, watch this, E to F is going at this angle. You can see the line here, it's going at a little bit of an angle there. So, now that I put my set square on E to F, and then I have the new position of E1. I just slide it along. That will then show me the new position of F1. Okay, and there we go. That is the button. It has now been increased in size in relation to that scale. Okay, so there's that question, question number C, or letter C, and now finally we're getting down to the parabola. The image across shows the elevation of the logo of the soap dispenser company. Okay, the logo includes a parabola DOC. We have a curve going like that with the vertex at O. Draw the parabola DOC in the rectangle ABCD below. So, how do we do that? Very similar to do a division of a line. So I'm going to divide the line AD. Okay, I'm going to divide the line AD up into 4. So I'm going to go look, do a line out like this from D. I'm going to do 4 tens. So 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm going to connect the last one to A because that's the line I divide. I only need to do half of the rectangle, so I only need to do half of it. Now I'm going to do sliding set squares. I've done it previously, so I'm not going to zoom out for this one. Sliding set squares down. Okay, nearly there. So, I'm after dividing the line A to D up into 4. Section 1, Section 2, Section 3, and Section 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have to divide the line from A to O into 4 as well. So same thing. I'm going to go from A, do a line off at a random angle. It doesn't have to be increments of 10. It can be increments of 5, anything you want. I'm going to do 10s again though. So from 6, 10, 20, 30, 40. I know it's kind of gone in there, but it'll do fine. I connect it to O. Now, what do? Sliding set squares. Find that down there. Down there. And there. Okay, I've now divided the line AO up into 4. So, at these points right here, I need to do a vertical line down. Why is it these ones that go down and not these across? Because this line here in the middle is my axis line, so it has to go down from the top parallel to the axis. Okay, so they've all gone down. Now, what do I do with all these guys at the side? They connect to the vertex. The vertex is at O. So now, let's connect them to O. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Now, how do I find the points? Well, O is a point, D is a point, C is a point. I want to find the rest. Easiest way to do it is from O, go back 1, down 1. From here, back 1, down 1. Back 1, down 1. And then back 1, down 1. And there it is. Okay? Generally, what you could also say is here, the very first one that we did, it's to the first one out from O, the second one to the second one out, and the third point to the third line out. Okay? Now that I have that, all I do is, you have to try and make it, because you get marks for the quality of the curve. You sketch it in, nice and smooth. Now, I've got half of it. How do I get the other half? Axial symmetry. Do a line across here like this. Line across. Line across. Take my compass, put it on the axis line in the middle. Take the distance out to the point. Mark it out. Distance out to the point. Mark it out. And distance out to the point. And mark it out. And the same concept then, we sketch it in through those points. And it should be identical if you're accurate. There we go. Now, put little dots on the points there. There we go. So there you have it, guys. Sorry I didn't send on that earlier. But that there was page number 4 completed. So you can see there, quite quick when you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, a little bit more challenging. Alright guys, hope you find that helpful.